Hello everyone, and then welcome to this course on website development. So in this lesson, we are going to actually work on the navigation bar. So as you see here, this see here. But at the end of the training, we are going to do all of these. Okay, so this should be the final output or outcome of our web page. Okay, so that said, I'm going to have to. So I've already created a folder called navigation. So in this folder, this is where all my website resources are going to be stored. Okay. So when I click it, I've created what's the images folder. Inside the inside the images folder, I'm going to paste in an image. Okay. So this image is going to hold my icon, and then we'll also use it for something else. Okay. So let's say icon. Okay, so now all I have to do is to open VS Code. So this VS Code, and then I'm going to drag my project into it. So the navigation, okay, so I'm going to drag it into it. Okay, so I'll drag it into VS Code, and then so I'm just going to trust it. Yes, do trust it. Now you can see we have our project here. Okay, so now we need our index, that's our HTML, and then our CSS file. So I have to click on the plus icon here, that's the file here, and I'm going to call this index.html. Then I'll create another file called main.css. So this is going to help us with the styling of our documents or our page. Okay, main.css. Yeah. So now I'll click here, the index, and then I'm going to shift and then colon. So shift and then the exclamation mark, that's one on the keyboard, and then press enter. Okay, so it has automatically fetched this boilerplate for me. Then I'm going to change here to, let's say, any title that I want. So let me use navigation, or let's type web project. Okay. Now you would have to, okay, so let me go live. So I have an extension called live server. So when I click on it, it's going to help me. Okay, so this is what we have now. You can see we have the web project here. It has a title. So I'm going to split my screen to make it easier for us to see whatever is happening here. Okay, so I would have to connect my main to my, that's link the two sheets. Okay, so that if I style it, it could, or it would take effect. So to do that, I would have to, let me just, so link. Okay, and I'll just select this. Okay, so it has automatically filled everything for me. All I have to change is the style here. Okay, since the my name here is main, I can also do here, I'll have to do here main. So okay, so now I've linked the two sheets. So any changes I make, okay, or any style I do, it should take effect. So let's see what we are going to start with. So inside our body, okay, inside our body, we are going to start with our header. So header, so our header is going to hold our nav bar. So inside our header, okay, header tag, we can start making tasks. Or let's first create our image. So let's use the image tag, so img, and then I'm going to give it a class. So a class logo, I'm going to call it logo. Then src, so src is going to be the source of, so our file is inside a folder called images. So I'm going to type images / and then by default it gives me the image. Okay, so you can see the image is fetched here, or is shown in the documents. Now let's look at yeah, so we can close it. Okay, so we can just close it here. Okay, this is a self-closing tag. Okay, it doesn't need a / to close it. Now let's work on the nav. Okay, So with the nav, I'm going to, so the nav are the links here. So this what we are going to do. So the nav bar. So when you type nav, so inside the nav we are going to create a list. Okay, so first let's create an ordered list. So let's see if we can scroll down. So an ordered list will use UL. Okay. Okay, so let's create a list. So we'll use li for the list. Inside the list, that's inside in between book. So these are links. Okay, they are links. Okay, so we have to create an a tag, that's the anchor tag. So a and then hyper reference. Okay, so the page would want it to go to. Okay, so when that link is clicked, so for now we don't want it to open any page, so I'll just put the hash and then we can close it. And then let's give it a name here. Okay, so here I'm going to type home. Okay, and you can see here we have home here. Okay, so we want to do this 3 times. So all I have to do is to hold Shift and Alt and then press the down arrow key. Then that's it. We should have it duplicated. So we have home like appearing 3 times. Okay, here. So this is our list. And what we need to do now is just to change it to. So I'm going to pause it and then change these two. Okay, so now we have it. So what we'll do now is to work on the button here, as you see. So I'm going to create it here. Okay, and let's type. So it's going to be a tag. Okay, so a tag in the hyperreference. Um, I'm going to put the hashtag here since we are not connecting to anything yet. And then I'll give it a class of btn link. Okay, and then here I'm going to create a button. I'll close the button, and then I'm going to type contact. You can use contact us. So now we should have a button as you see here. Okay, so this is the button now. Okay, so in the next lesson we'll work on the styling, okay, to achieve this. Okay, so see you in the next lesson. Thank you.